Now, when I'm talking about the prime factors, these prime factors will help me get the GCD. What is the GCD? It is the greatest common divisor of a number, or the highest common factor of two or more numbers. For example, if you are asked to get the GCD of, for example, find the GCD of 16 and, and 20, then I'll be forced first to get the common factors of prime factors, not common, prime factors of 16 and 20 by using the factorization method or the prime factorization method. So I divide by 2, and we had done, and we found that this is 8. Then 8 divided by 2 will be 4, and 4 divided by 2 is 2. Then here will be 20 divided by 2 is 10. Then 2 divided by 10 is 5. And since we had said that 5 is a prime factor, then we'll add there. Then we'll come here and write that 16 has 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 as prime factors. And then 20 will have 2 times another 2 and times 5. So if I'm to get the GCD by using the prime factors, then I'll come then, after getting the prime factors, then I look for the common ones, and I can see we have 2 there, which is common to this, and this 2 is common to this. Now, I cannot use this and circle it and think that it will be a common factor. Why can't I do it? Because this 2 is not in 20, and also this 2 is not in the 20. So your common factor should be in both numbers, or should be the 3 numbers or 4 numbers that you've been given. So my GCD will be 2 times 2. So this one will not be taken. So I'll take 2 times 2 and I'll get 4. This is the method that I've used that is called prime factorization. Another method of getting GCD that you're supposed to learn in class 5 is whereby you use the factors of a number. For example, if I use, now this is the next number where I use the factors. This one is prime factorization. If I was to use the factors, I'll write my 16 there and my 20. And then I ask myself, which are these 2 numbers in pairs that I can multiply to get 16? The first one is 1 and 16. Like we did previously. Then the next one will be 2 and 8. And I also believe that 4 times 4 will be a factor. Then what about 20? It will be 1 and 20. Then I believe 2, because 20 is an even number, so I'll have 2 and 10. Then I know of 4 and 5. So these are the factors that are divisible, that can divide these 2 numbers. Then I look for the greatest common. I first look for the common factors, I look for the common factors in this. The common factors in these 2 numbers will be 1, because it's in both, 2 is in both, then 4 is in both, 8 is not here, 5 is not here, so I can't take it, 16 is not here, 10 is not here, 20 is not there. So these are the common factors that are found in the 2 numbers. But then we are looking at the GCD. So which one now is, these are the common factor. What about now the GCD, which is also the highest common factors? This is, we'll have to look at now the common factors, and then you choose the biggest or the highest, and the biggest is 4. So this is the second method where you use the factors. Now the third method and the shortest method of getting the GCD is, shortest method will be where we use only the common factors. Common factors. But you use the shortest method ever, whereby you list the two numbers, that is 16 and 20, then you continue dividing those numbers by the common factor. Only the common factor. For example, which is the common factor here? I believe after doing this, I know that 2, since this number is even, and even can divide the 2. So 16 divided by 2 will be 8. 20 divided by 2 will be 10. Then I can see that I can continue because this is an even number and this is an even number. And remember also that the numbers you're going to divide with here should be common prime factors. So remember, the first one will be 2, followed by 3, followed by 5, followed by 7, followed by 11. So as you divide, it is simpler because you use this method. So if this is even, then I'll do even. I'll divide by 2. Then 8 divided by 2 will be 4. 10 divided by 2 will be 5. Now, I can see now I've gotten my prime factor. So, and here it's an even number. So it means I can't continue further because I cannot get a common factor that can divide the 2. So meaning my GCD will be then 2 times 2. And the answer will be 4. So if you look at this question keenly, the first method, the last method we got 4, the second last method we also got 4, and even here. But the bottom line here is to use the shortest method, which is the one that used the common prime factors.